It doesn't have that vibe.
It does to me. Because, oh man, Predator is fucking genius, man.
Robbie, get over here! I'm here.
Speaking of Predator, you look like you'd be in Predator right now.
God, I hope the movie's good, man. I really do have those Requiem vibes.
It does look like Requiem.
Fucking the worst of all of them to have
It's
vibes.
just one
of.
Predator and one super Predator thing.
Why do people fucking hate Predators so much?
I don't know.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's because
It's got
of
a
that.
weird, shitty twist at the end, but
With Adrian Brody?
yeah,
I love that movie.
I think it's good.
I was telling Jake last time I was over, I was like, I don't get why people hate on that movie so bad.
Yeah. Some people say it's because of the stereotyping, and I'm like, fuck, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Shit.
You can't have a white dude with a katana.
Yeah.
That'd just be weird.
Well, people say don't get me started on people who talk about fucking stereotypes because they're like, Iron Fist should be a fucking Asian because he knows martial arts. Why? He was never Asian in the comic books. So you're basically saying I want him to be a stereotype just because he knows martial arts.
Yeah, that's
Those are the
racist.
same fucking people who complain about stereotypes.
That's more racist than
he has to be Asian because he knows karate. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Welcome to the Real Gents podcast. I'm Drake. You are
I am the Bobbert.
the Bobbert. What's your real name?
Robbie
What? Robbie what?
Jordan.
Thank you. Who's this handsome man next to me?
My name is Jake. from State Farm.
Planets.
Is that Planet State Farm? All right,
I'm not of this earth.
You guys and all your periods and your Instagram names.
I promise that's probably, maybe, I don't know for sure, but probably going to be the only political shit we get into today.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you guys?
There's a lot of beer here.
Do you guys?
Speaking of Iron Fist, though, that show sucks anyways.
It got a season 2.
Are you serious?
It got announced today.
Why? I'm so over the Marvel Netflix shows.
I am too.
I just want more Punisher.
I just want more. I want Ghost Rider in the MCU.
I just
MCU proper.
I just want a cool Ghost Rider.
He is fucking cool. I don't even watch the show, but I've looked up all
His
his
name's
clips.
Robbie.
Yeah, that too.
And he's
That's
Mexican.
that's why Robbie likes him.
And he drives a sweet car. Mm-hmm. It's not just a car, but
Oh,
the new car.
the new Ghost Rider's cool.
You know what they should make? They should make a crossover with Frank Castle when he becomes Ghost Rider, the cosmic Ghost Rider, and becomes Thanos' little bitch boy. Yes.
Thanos is gonna die.
Do you guys know any news that happened?
Nothing big happened today because it's Thursday, except for like TV shit. I think
We saw the Titans trailer.
I haven't seen it.
Fuck Batman.
I gotta see it. He really
Take
says
out your phone.
Fuck Batman. Wait, did you see it or no?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh.
You need
Wait,
to
is
watch
he gonna
it.
watch it right now while we're recording?
Yeah, just go over there. So you don't get the video on the recording.
Wait, Robbie can watch it and he can do commentary as it's playing.
Okay, that's fine. Just keep the volume low so we don't get copyright strike. Because even that shit happens to people who don't even fucking have a following. Turn it down a little bit.
The bad thing is it starts out good.
Everything led me here.
And then it gets worse.
Yeah, it just gets fucking progressively worse.
Oh god, it's the kid from Pirates, the new one.
Yeah. Just keep watching.
Oh, my zipper's down.
Please, can you help me?
That's Raven.
Yeah. Just watch this shit. Watch this shit right here.
Why would Dick Grayson ever say that?
You can control it.
Beast Boy.
That's how I feel about this trailer.
Who's that person with the wings?
I don't know.
Sometimes
Angel?
when I
That's not DC.
Oprah is Starfire?
Oh my god.
Okay, first of all, I don't want to get into it too much, but oh god, why does Starfire look like a street whore?
Don't say that. Don't say that, Jake.
DC Universe. Did you see that logo?
Yeah, dude, that's that confused me.
No, but she's wearing like a big fur coat and like a little skimpy dress. Like I know the original Starfire was like real fucking scantily clad and everything, but she's an alien. She doesn't know any better. That's how they fucking dressed.
Yeah.
She's clearly been on Earth for a while. She looks
Clearly
like
got around.
She's not.
She looks like she's strolling the streets. for
Dude,
some
they're
cash.
not gonna be like, she's from another planet. They're just gonna be like, she has powers.
Well, and like Starfire's powers have always been like kind of similar to Superman's. Why does she look like she's a fucking firebender from Avatar?
Why does she look like she's the fucking Phoenix?
You guys know me. That show looks worse than Inhumans.
It does. It looks like they took the idea from Inhumans and were like, we're gonna make that.
Well, me
dark.
and Jake were saying earlier is that the whole Robin like fucking straight up murdering people and saying fuck Batman makes zero sense.
Just because it's fucking Dick Grayson. If it was like
Especially-
Jason Todd, it would make more sense. But it's Dick Grayson. He's like the Boy Scout of all the Robins.
Yeah, and especially because he clearly established that there is a Batman in this universe. Batman would bitch slap his ass and tell him, what the fuck are you doing?
Especially if he's murdering these guys
is
in
this
Gotham.
Gotham Batman?
What other Batman is there, Robbie?
No, from the show Gotham.
Oh,
No.
no, this isn't connected to anything.
Oh.
This is part of the DC streaming service.
DC's getting a streaming service?
Yeah. James,
What?
there is a show coming on there that I do want to see. James wants making Swamp Thing.
What?
Yeah.
That's not real, is
Yeah,
it?
it's real. I don't know if he's directing any episodes or anything. I don't know what his involvement is, but he's part of it.
Do you know
Fuck.
what I've been telling Jake for a while now? How stoked would you be if they did this? Marvel needs to do a Savage Land movie.
Dude, that's what I've been saying this whole fucking time. They need to bring in Devil Dinosaur and fucking Moon
They are
Boy.
there now. Fallen Kingdom is in the top 20 highest grossing films of all time already right now.
Stop,
People love-
Robbie.
people love
Robbie.
dinosaurs.
Robbie.
Ah.
Robbie. Stop bringing up Fallen Kingdom.
Do we have to go into why I hate it so much?
Let's go into it again.
It's about past Civil War money-wise. Isn't that wild?
Don't give a fuck about the
I'm
money.
saying Marvel can capitalize on the fuck yeah dinosaurs movement.
Yeah.
So,
I would love to see
Why
Devil
did-
Dinosaur in a movie, though.
I want to see Devil Dinosaur versus Demon Dinosaur. And have
I still have that comic. I didn't
and
get
have
rid of it.
Moon Boy as the main character. Who would play Moon Boy?
Get the guy who played Chaka in Land Before Time.
Like the guy from the Lonely Island?
Yeah! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! Oh my god. Holy shit.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
I almost popped a blood vessel there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Why did Benjamin Lockwood have a fucking house phone just sitting on a pillow? Not on not on a dock. It was just on a pillow.
why did they make that kill so obvious?
What?
Why was that movie fucking obviously terrible?
Why was everything circumstantial like that?
That was totally caught, Robbie.
God bless you.
The
didn't-
fart reverberated off the wall.
I didn't roll away.
My
to
neighbors hate
hide
me right
the
now.
Sound. I rolled away to hide the smell from you guys.
Oh my god.
My poor neighbors.
My poor neighbors. Oh.
Jake went like this.
All right, I want to
It's
bring up.
okay.
I want to bring up some news though. Jordan Vogt Robertson.
Jordan?
Voight.
Jordan Vogt
What
Robertson.
about him?
So
I don't even know who that is.
not a couple days. I think it was like a week now. A week ago, was the 31st anniversary of Metal Gear coming out.
Oh, that guy.
And he directed Kong Skull Island.
Oh, okay.
So,
oh man,
he's doing this thing where he, on his Twitter, he's posting quote unquote artwork.
I know what I'm gonna say after
that's
this.
not technically production artwork for the movie, and in the artwork could or could not be in the upcoming Metal Gear Solid movie. But all the artwork they've shown so far, from what I've seen,
who the fuck
has been badass.
Who's Snake? Oh,
This is a speculation, is that after the 31 days are up, because he's doing 31 days of it, because it's 31 years of Metal Gear, something's going to be announced. And he went to IGN, and he talked with, I don't remember the man's name, but it's on YouTube. He talked to a guy at IGN and said that they just turned in the script for Metal Gear Solid, the movie. So I'm like, fucking got my fingers crossed, because I'm like, God knows I want this movie to happen so bad. But so the first
hopefully it's better than Silent Hill.
Hopefully, man.
Remember when Tom Hardy was gonna be in a Splinter Cell movie?
Yes. Which is
What the hell happened to that?
Fucking died. Project. I mean, video game movies are ass.
no one
bro.
knows what Splinter Cell is anymore.
Wait,
but let me finish.
What?
Let me finish, and then we can talk, because I want to talk about stuff. I'm sorry. I know. I feel bad. But the first image was a picture of a soldier and the Metal Gear Rex. I don't know. You guys probably are like, what the fuck are you talking
I know
about?
Metal Gear Rex is.
And then the second photo was Cyborg Ninja fighting a gecko from Metal Gear 4. So I'm like, what the fuck is this movie gonna be? So I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, really fucking excited. And on the other hand, I'm like, what the fuck?
Who would you rather be the main character, Big Boss or Snake?
Snake. Solid Snake. If
You want him to be old or young?
I want him to be young. I want him to be
It wouldn't be
25 to
If
35.
they did like a whole scenario where he got old in the series,
See,
would you want different actors to play him?
No. I would want... See, okay, because that's the thing. They're called clones, right?
Yeah.
My ideal Metal Gear movie would be a movie about the original MSX Metal Gear. Because we don't have a remake of Metal Gear. We don't know, like, it's all top-down, like, 16-bit, 8-bit, whatever you want to call it, graphics. So, like, I want to see what that looks like live action or in an updated video game, either way. Because I know Hideo Kojima is not going to... He's never going to touch Metal Gear ever again. Just that's what it is. That's how it is. That's just what I have to say. But what'd you say again? About who would I want to see play Snake, or the actors
I was
all
asking
playing?
if you would rather have him be old or young, or if you did do a series where they age quickly, would you want the same actor to play him as a young man or an old man?
Yes, I would want him to play. I would want if you.
It's easier to make a young guy look old.
Yeah, that exactly. I would rather have. See, I wouldn't care
Are
if
you trying to start the movie off at Snake Eater?
No, fuck no. Like, I love Snake.
The
I
first
love
Metal
all
Gear
the Metal
Solid.
Gear games, but I want it to be Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
Or I want it to be about Solid Snake. Not Big Boss, not any of the other Snakes. I want it to be centered around Solid Snake.
I love
Because
Big Boss though.
Big Boss is badass, but almost like 95% of the games have been Big Boss. You only play as Solid Snake in really Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 4. Everything else is Big Boss and Raiden.
Super Smash Bros.
And I guess for a short segment at the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 2. But when it comes to like, I wouldn't want the same actor who plays Solid Snake to play Liquid. But I would want the same actor who plays Solid Snake to play Big Boss. Is that weird?
That's
Well, they
weird.
look the same.
Yeah. So like that's where you kind of have to
That
be like,
confuses the normies, dude.
They
fuck
dress
normies.
differently though.
Yeah.
And
They're different enough. They're
and when you have him as an old man, you could go back and do a story with Big Boss where he looks young and he has a robot arm.
Yeah, normies wouldn't care. They'd be like, "Oh, there's that guy."
All right, guys, cast Solid Snake.
Who would you cast, Jake? Because I know who I would. I'd have like 3 different people I would cast. Probably more than that. Who's like the first person comes to mind?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, dude. Hugh Jackman in his prime. Or you guys are going to be like, what the fuck? Christian Bale in his prime. I think that's why I like Terminator Salvation so much, because it's like the faux.
You like it too?
I love Terminator Salvation.
There's dumb shit in it. But
It's a dumb movie, but I love it.
I'm just okay. The reason I like it so much too is the production design. I love how bleak it looks, and it's different from the like.
I don't care that it doesn't look like the idea of what a 1980s future looked
Yes,
like. I like that it looked like a real, what it would really look
hold on,
like if
what
it
are we
was
talking
the
about
future.
again?
Terminator Salvation, but I said Christian. I would like Christian Bale to play Solid Snake.
I can see that he's still in his prime now, dude.
He could. I mean, he could still do it. He's just getting up there in his age. Like prime age for Christian Bale to play Solid Snake was when he was doing Batman. That was like when Christian Bale could really do Snake. I mean, he could do it, but I wouldn't want to see CGI Christian Bale flying around as Snake.
Yeah.
Cast Raiden.
Oh God. Before we go to Raiden, this is a way out there choice, but I was thinking about it the other day. God, I can't remember his name right now, but you're gonna be like High School Musical motherfucker.
Oh.
What's
I
his
wanted
name?
him to play Wolverine, and it's funny because
No, I would. What's his name?
Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron. I would love to see him as Wolverine. I don't know if he can do the serious shit though. Like everything I've seen him in, it's always been comedy. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he can do serious shit. I don't know if he can be action hero man. You know,
but he'd be fine in a comic book movie.
He has the look of Solid Snake. That's what I'll say.
You're gonna think I'm fucking crazy, but stay with me. Orlando Bloom as Raiden.
That's not crazy. That's fucking perfect casting right there. I would love to. I would see Orlando Bloom as.
I'm just thinking about him as an elf jumping around doing all the fucking crazy
Yeah.
shit.
What about Keith Urban as Solid Snake?
Get the fuck out of here, Robbie. Not Keith Urban.
Why not?
He's a country singer. He's not an actor.
Carl Urban.
Oh my god.
He's a country singer. Wait a minute. Carl Urban, Solid Snake.
Carl Urban could do it. I think Carl Urban could do it.
Not him. He's a country singer.
Oh my god.
Just make Carl Urban Batman already.
Yeah, why do people not like Carl Urban?
Just make him Batman.
No.
Yes.
You gotta go ridiculous. I want John Hamm Batman.
I don't
don't do old Batman again.
Ever.
I mean, really think about it. Who do you think would realistically play Snake? I mean, you guys know I would say this, but Tom Hardy.
No.
Yeah, I don't like. I jumped to Tom Hardy.
Who would play Snake? I could see Tom Hardy doing it.
Yeah.
But only if the script is good and if they get an actual fucking director who's not McG to do a fucking video game movie.
Yeah.
can't believe his name is McG.
Robbie, get over here. You're not. I don't think you're getting good on recording. But is that it for news, or do we keep on? Do we still want to talk about Metal Gear?
When you talk about video game movies, that's a good jumping point.
That
I had it. There's a video game movie that I want to see more than anything, even more than Metal Gear, and it's not Legend of Zelda.
Is
Because
it
that's-
Uncharted?
Definitely, no. Uncharted's coming out, and I hate the idea of it.
I don't. I hate that idea.
Why would they want to
have.
make a young Nathan Drake? That's stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
No one wants
That's
to see what
happening,
happens before.
No, I really hope that fan film is just like,
And who the hell? Are
fuck your shit. We're not making it.
who the hell are they going to cast as Sully? Get that shit out of my face. the best video game that would make an awesome movie, and it has a super cool world and an like Inception mind-bending fucking twist at the end. BioShock would make the perfect fucking movie.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I would. We talked about this when we were younger, when we played BioShock Infinite, but I think it would be the easiest movie to make into a video game just because you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah.
Like,
every star in the sky is a fucking lighthouse.
yeah.
And it's in different reality.
Yeah, that's and like that's you don't have to follow. What is it? Is it called the Commonwealth in Infinite?
Huh?
What is it called in in Infinite? What is it called? What is the place they go to? Oh,
Columbia?
yeah, Columbia, and then
There's the Rapture.
the Rapture. Like you could do a movie set in the BioShock universe, call it BioShock, and everyone who's played BioShock would instantly get why it doesn't take place at Rapture or Columbia. Like, as long as you...
But they would
do a
have,
good
they would
story.
have to make the first one about Rapture.
And your character... You think it would have to be Booker as the character?
No, Booker DeWitt's not the original character.
Is it not?
Uh-uh.
But isn't he supposed to be, like, the guy who travels between... Oh.
Booker's just from Infinite. Booker's a great character.
See, I haven't played 1 or 2. I only played Infinite.
Oh, you gotta play the first two. They're so much better than Infinite.
They're so scary, though.
They are scary. Rapture's crazy. Rapture's... Oh. The way they made Columbia was cool because Rapture was like, this is a godless nation that lives under the sea.
And then
This
Columbia was, like, the opposite.
Yeah, this is like everyone here is like, they're all atheists, and they're all like part of this like weird cult thing. And then you go to Columbia, which is like, this is like crazy religious people, and they're crazy fucking racists. And it's just
crazy racist.
it's like these are polar opposite spectrum places, and one's under the sea and one's in the sky. That's such a cool idea, and they're all like these alternate realities that you get to from these fucking lighthouses. That could make such a cool movie series because you could do anything with it. And they're done with the video games now, so you could literally do anything with it.
Robbie, you have any video game movies you want to see? Are you a big
Robbie's
video?
not a big video game.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
Villeneuve's Halo.
Halo could make a great movie.
See,
Halo basically is a movie.
I know.
Denis Villeneuve.
I'm French.
He's not gonna do.
Well, this is my dream project here. Denis Villeneuve's Halo with visual effects done by Zack Snyder.
You know what I want though? The thing that scares me about a Halo movie is they would show Master Chief's face.
I don't care. If
No,
that's
I
the,
don't
if
want-
that's the risk, or like if that's the drawback from getting it done,
You don't
See-
fucking
no,
do
no,
it.
no, wait, hold on. Let me get
I'll take it, dude. It doesn't matter to me.
The thing with me is I love masks on characters, especially villains, but regardless, I like masks on fucking characters. I think it makes them look fucking awesome.
You know what?
All the way. But like, you don't have to see the character's face. People who make movies think you have to see the character's face to resonate.
No. Dredd did that perfectly. You don't see his face at all in that movie.
But you see his mouth.
You see, yeah, because that's what Judge Dredd
Yeah, but
is.
Chief is like all helmet. You can make him a CG.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say though. Is like you can have. I mean, it's been done in movies before where the character's been masked.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You don't really play video games, huh, Robbie?
Not anymore.
Because
I was
lame.
hearing about Bioshock with you guys right now. Like, I don't know anything about that game, but it sounds
Robbie,
interesting.
you need to get yourself a PS4.
I'm getting a Switch.
Why would you get a Switch?
Smash.
But I want Steve Downs to play.
Dude, I want a Metroid movie too. Like, let's get real here. Metroid Prime, just boom.
That would be cool.
Robbie.
And that's good for the people who want strong female leads in movies because Samus is like
Cass
OG
Samus.
as fuck.
Oh, dude,
Cass
Emily Blunt
Samus?
as Samus would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. She basically was Samus in Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Fuck. That would be tight.
Oh, that's video game movies that
And you
aren't
see her
video
face anyway.
video game movies
You
that
see her
aren't
face anyway.
based on
She's
video
in Zero
games.
Suit. Is that what's called? Zero Suit? The blue thing?
Yeah.
Video game movies that aren't based on video games. Edge of Tomorrow, Ready Player One,
Wreck-It Ralph?
Wreck-It Ralph.
That's the best video game movies are ones that aren't really based off of any video game
I
in
know.
particular.
What's the train movie with
Dude.
Chris Evans?
Ready Player One?
Snowpiercer?
Yeah, Snowpiercer.
That movie
Isn't that a comic
It
book?
just ends so.
Is it a comic
yeah, it
book?
is. It just ends so dumb.
Snowpiercer?
I don't like the ending at all.
Snowpiercer's like
But the whole rest of the movie's fucking cool,
wasn't what's his face in that movie?
Who?
The guy that died?
man. No. Anton Yelchin?
Yeah, wasn't he in it?
No.
Or was it the guy
You're
that looks
thinking.
like him?
You're thinking of. You're thinking of. I am so bad with remembering shit tonight. The guy who was an Alien.
Alien?
Yeah, he was he was the guy who had the chest burster.
What? No, I'm thinking of the kid that
Yeah,
was in
thinking of-
Snowpiercer.
No. Oh, what kid?
I
There's a
don't
kid in Snowpiercer.
Yeah, he gets
yeah.
killed in the fucking brawl in the fucking middle train.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just thinking of people who died who were in that movie. Why can't I think of names tonight, man?
His name is. He's in. He's in Crystal Skull too.
Yeah.
John. Holy shit! He has a cool ass name too.
I love him
So
as
I've been
an
sitting over here on
actor.
my phone
John
looking
Hurt.
up IMDb so I can
John
remember
Hurt.
his name.
Isn't it John Hurt?
John
Yeah,
Hurt.
John Hurt. Yeah, you're right.
Fuck, dude, Alien. What's up with the next? Are we gonna get a follow up to Covenant?
I don't think so. I think
No.
Alien's in the fucking. It's on the shelf right now.
Yeah, Alien's done.
Oh, they're gonna make another one. I just don't think we're gonna get a Prometheus sequel.
You don't think we're gonna see David again?
I really was so excited to see Paradise because I thought we were gonna see the Engineer's Planet. I think they made a huge mistake making it an Alien movie instead of a Prometheus sequel.
Yeah.
God damn it. We never can get any nice things anymore.
No, we can't.
Blade Runner was like a miracle. Fury Road was a fucking miracle.
Yeah, we'll never see another Mad Max movie ever again.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude, I
do
didn't
we-
really know about that situation until recently. Like, that sucks.
Yeah,
Wasteland isn't gonna happen.
George is fucking suing WB because he didn't get paid.
Which is
backtrack a bit, just a bit. Do we know how many years Covenant takes place after Prometheus?
Yeah, they say in the movie. They say specifically. I remember.
Is it like a long time?
Because they give the date, and they say the date.
In Engineer Planet.
Oh, okay, cool. We can just keep recording from where it stopped.
I thought you were already recording. I started talking again. Anyway, so David is in the ship and he releases the black goo on the planet. But it basically engulfs the entire city and turns all the engineers.
Robbie,
into
you
stone.
need to come closer. I don't even think it's picking you up.
Pick me up, daddy.
So like all the engineers turn into stone or whatever, and all these neomorphs start to form eggs all over the planet for some reason.
I think the neomorphs were a stupid ass idea.
Yeah, because I wanted to see a fucking decon alien.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I wanted to see an adult decon alien because it came out of his chest the size of a fucking xenomorph. Because it would have been massive when it was an adult. Anyway, either way, see, well, you released a black goo on the city. Does that inherently mean that the entire planet is destroyed? Or were they only in one city? You'd think they would have populated the entire planet because they're like this godlike force that creates life all over the cosmos.
Unless that's not their home planet either, it's just another exoplanet like home base site. I don't know.
Like that could be like their
It's a way to get out of that situation, that's for sure.
yeah.
Because I would expect Engineer Planet to be like fucking Coruscant kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, why would they look so
Primitive.
like primitive? They have like big stone statues of faces and shit, and they wear robes, but they can travel through the fucking stars in these croissant ships.
Croissant ships.
That's what they call them.
Is that what they called them?
That's what they called it in the original Alien, the croissant.
That's what they fucking called the ship.
Yeah.
My lord. Very
Dude, they're called
imaginative.
space jockeys for a while too.
Yeah.
Space,
Space jockey.
space camel jockeys.
Spocky.
Fuck, man. Yeah, as far as video game movies go, did you see Warcraft?
No.
If Warcraft was a 3-hour movie, it could have worked.
You think so?
Because it had enough cool shit about it, but they couldn't dive into any of it enough, you know what I mean?
All I know is that Ragnar Lothbrok plays the main character in that movie, and I fucking love Vikings, so I was like, I kind of want to watch it, but
Good
I don't want
thing
to
to
put myself
know.
through that.
That pause screen goes away after a little while.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I've been disappointed by way too many fucking movies, especially blockbusters now. It's just kind of like...
Well, I think which I kind of want to make our main topic is, are movies getting worse?
Fuck yeah, because the movies now, I mean, the ones that make money, look at the $1 billion thing. How many genuinely good fucking movies are in there? Jurassic Park, The Dark Knight.
I don't think Jurassic Park's even in the $1 billion club.
It's at the very, it's in the very, like, the $1 billion club currently has 35.
See, but like, I don't equate money to good.
No, I'm saying what I'm tying this into is studios now appeal more. It's a business over everything, dude. So whatever's gonna sell, you know, even if it's lowest fucking denominator entertainment, like Minions made over.
See,
$1 billion.
I don't understand. Like, are people just fucking dumber?
Yes,
Like,
dude.
because my favorite movie of, like, my two favorite movies of the past 5 years have been Mad Max Fury Road and Blade Runner 2049. And that's not...
Same here.
And, like, someone listening to this is probably going to be like, oh, this fucker only likes
These glasses
blockbusters. I'm like, yeah, but they're blockbusters that didn't make any fucking money. And Mad Max made fucking, what, got
They
10
both-
Oscar noms and won 6.
They both only made like 40 million.
No,
I
they
think
made more than
Blade
that.
Runner
think
lost
so.
money.
No, they made more than that. In their opening weekend, yeah. But in overall,
Oh wait, maybe I'm
Blade
thinking.
Runner lost money.
Maybe I'm thinking 400 million.
yeah, 400 million. Which is fucking sad because, I mean, you don't like Fury Road.
I don't care for it.
You like Fury Road.
Bro, it's my number 5 ever. I love it.
See,
And I didn't
See, and for-
I only like it more and more the more I watch it.
and for me, like, Mad Max has been a part of my life just as much as Jurassic Park, as Star Wars, as Indiana Jones. You know, Mad Max was that, like, tier 4 or 5 for me. You fuck. So when Fury Road came out, it was like, holy fuck. I knew right when I saw the trailer. Everyone, like,
Worldwide, Mad Max Fury Road made 378 million.
that's fucking sad.
Nobody knows about Mad Max 7. You can't really expect that.
I don't
No,
like it.
well,
but
it was-
I don't care for it, but I do acknowledge it deserves more than that.
Older-
Especially because everyone fucking loves it.
Older people know Mad Max.
Yeah.
The newer generations don't know Mad Max because, I mean, back in when the first Mad Max came out, it was
Oh
regarded
my
as one of the
God,
best
dude.
action films ever made.
the first
Blade
one?
Runner.
Yes!
Blade Runner
I've never even
2049 worldwide made $259 million.
On a fucking
That-
100 and what million dollars?
$150 million
Yeah,
budget.
it lost
That
it lost
is
money.
fucking sad. That movie should have earned $1 billion
I
easily.
did my part. I saw it 3 times in theaters.
I didn't see it that many, but that movie is fucking amazing.
I think I saw it twice with you.
And I
didn't
think, like, I don't get why.
I saw it 3 times. I saw it with Drake.
I don't get why. Oh, yeah, I saw it twice. I don't get why audiences are so turned off to projects like that.
Well, to be fair, Blade Runner is a slow ass fucking movie, and
I don't think a lot of people have seen the original.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people see, that's why it's called
I don't
Blade
know.
Runner 2049.
I don't know a lot of people have seen the original Blade Runner or that like it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
The first Blade Runner? I love the first Blade Runner.
I
I
don't
remem-
like the cut with the voiceovers.
I was 10 years old when I saw the first Blade Runner.
It's
I
all about
loved
the final
it.
cut, man.
Yeah, Final Cut is the only cut.
I don't like Final Cut. Well, I do.
What?
I don't like Final Cut. You got to understand that I own every single cut of that movie.
Well, me too, technically.
I don't like Final Cut. It's the easiest one to watch, but I like the theatrical cut more.
Yeah, theatrical.
No,
cut's the
not
easiest one to watch,
not the
bro.
theatrical cut. I like the director's cut more.
Okay.
Director's cut is the one I enjoy more because it's longer.
I don't know if I've
It's
seen
a lot more in depth, but it's definitely a movie you have to sit through. Final cut is easier to watch. Theatrical cut is
Dude, these were made in Italy.
balls
Yeah.
because of the fucking
Voiceovers.
yes. And the European cut is ridiculous as fuck. It's so dumb. But
Is Decker a replicant?
no, Decker is not a replicant.
Do replicants age?
Fuck you.
Fuck
you.
Enough says he is a replicant.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. But Scott says he isn't.
It doesn't make any sense for Decker to be
Doesn't
a replicant.
Ford say he doesn't know?
Ford doesn't answer it.
It wouldn't make sense for him to be a replicant, though.
Why?
Because if he's a replicant, he's an earlier model than Rachel. And before Rachel, as we know now, Rachel was the only replicant able to give birth. And which is the whole crux of 2049.
Uh-huh.
That's the whole, like, point of 2049. Is because if we ever got a sequel to 2049, which is probably never going to happen,
Well, Scott
it would have
said
to be
Rachel-
about the revolution of
Rachel's
the replicants.
the only replicant we know can give birth and bear a
Yeah,
child.
but in 2049, what's his face? what I don't remember Leto's name in the movie. But he says Tyrell could figure it out, but I can't. That's why he kills the Rachel replicant, remember? That's why he kills her, because he can't produce a replicant that can give birth.
He kills the Rachel replicant because she wasn't right.
Because Ford didn't, or Decker didn't fall for it because he got the eyes.
Yeah, but that's the whole part where he's explaining that they figured out how to give.
He kills the one chick when he cuts her stomach open.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the part where he says Tyrell figured out how to make him give birth.
Yeah, those are two different scenes though. When he kills the Rachel replicants, because
Yeah,
Decker.
he kills
Oh,
Rachel.
well, I thought that
she
was
had-
the Rachel. I
he's
thought that
like-
was the Rachel
No, he
replicant.
kills
No, no,
Rachel
no.
at the end, and then that other normal just like.
Oh, see,
She
because
had
like every
green
time I
eyes.
watch it, I think that that's the Rachel replicant.
Even though she had brown eyes in the original.
Shut
I guess she had hazel eyes. She
Shut
could have
up!
had green eyes. Hazel.
Shut your mouth!
Hazel's green and brown.
Shut your whore mouth! But where was it going? Yeah, I don't think I don't think it would make sense for him to be a replicant.
I think it makes sense either way, because it could have. I feel like Rachel.
Well-
I feel like Rachel was an accident. They never explained whether or not they were planning on making one that can reproduce.
The only reason why I say it's I mean, I guess it could still go with 2049.
Because they never said that they made males that can knock up chicks.
That's true. But
This is just one that can bear a child.
yeah.
Batty
I just don't
laying
I
pipe
just
everywhere.
don't see I just don't see Decker being a replicant. That's all. I don't think it really. I think
Oh hey.
because they even say in the movie that she's a hybrid. Don't they? Don't they say that she's the child is a hybrid?
Well, because they think Deckard is a human.
I don't think he's a replicant though. Dude, that's a topic that could just go fucking 24 hours,
It's meant to.
7 days a week.
Who makes better robots, Waylon or Deckard?
That's why I
Or
love.
Waylon
movies
or
that you can
Tyrell? I mean,
discuss
not
that way
Deckard.
forever.
It's not Waylon. Waylon is alien.
I know. I said who makes better robots, Waylon or Tyrell?
Waylon does.
Why? Because his aliens are aliens. His robots are actually like robots.
Nah, fuck Waylon. He makes them full of milk.
Did you see all the like the stuff on the Blu-ray for Prometheus where they're talking about how Wayland and Tyrell were like enemies?
They're in the same universe?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Whoa, mind fucking blown.
yeah, dude.
What?
It's on the Prometheus Blu-ray. There's like
But-
they talk about Tyrell and how like they were like. Yeah, Robbie didn't know that Alien and Blade Runner were in the same universe.
They're not in the same universe.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
How?
It's on the Prometheus Blu-ray. It says that Waylon and Tyrell were like business associates or whatever, and they became enemies.
Bro, that means by default, Predator and Blade Runner are in the same universe.
But Alien and Blade Runner being in the same universe doesn't make any fucking sense.
It makes plenty of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Because it doesn't.
Why not?
It doesn't make sense.
How not?
Because Blade Runner's like all like dystopian and cities and stuff, and then play Prometheus.
When do you see Earth and Alien?
In Prometheus?
You
there's
see-
Earth stuff.
Where? They're
When they're doing
in
the
a-
archaeology stuff.
yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Fuck you.
You only see in Blade Runner. You only see Los Angeles. In the 2049, you see Los Angeles, San Diego, or was it San Diego?
Yes.
And fucking Las Vegas. That's it.
Don't tell me words.
And in Prometheus, other than when they're excavating fucking ruins or whatever, they're only like in a building, and then they're in space.
Don't say words at me.
Anyway, on the Prometheus Blu-ray, they talk about how like Waylon and Tyrell were like enemies, who like made different style robots, and Waylon thought like Tyrell's robots were like immoral because he was trying to make them more human, whereas Waylon's robots were more for like slave labor kind of thing, and they weren't conscious beings.
I don't know. I can't. I mean, they'll say that,
You know what I love?
but at the same time, I just think,
I think it's just a fun Easter egg.
I just think it's a fun Easter egg. That's all. Like when
But
it
there
actually
is-
comes to
there-
context,
But there is a lot of other things that suggest that they're in the same universe, though. That's not just the one thing. I could have sworn I sent you that video where the guy goes into it. He goes into it for like fucking an hour talking about how like these are the same universe, and it's fucking interesting.
I think they fit, but at the same time, I just don't.
well, and especially,
like it.
and especially because during Blade Runner, it's like barely in the future. It's like not even far from now, and they're already excavating fucking planets with robots and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they do talk about colonizing Mars and stuff.
And then Alien takes place like 200 years in the future.
No, it only takes 100 years in the future.
Is it?
Yeah.
The
it's
first
only-
Alien?
Yeah, first Alien's only 100 years in the future.
That makes sense because fucking Tyrell and Waylon know each other.
It's like 2120 or some shit like that.
Either way. Well, Waylon must have been pretty fucking old when he met Tyrell. If they do perhaps take place in the same
No,
universe.
Tyrell... Wayland... Because Wayland was born in the 90s. So Wayland is like
Tyrell died in like...
20-ish?
Tyrell must have died in like 2017, 2018, somewhere in there.
No. Well, Blade Runner takes place in 2019. So Tyrell dies in 2019. So Wayland would be 29 years old if he was born in 90.
How old was he in fucking Prometheus?
He was like 97?
Fucking old as fuck.
But that was also before 2100.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like
I thought it
2096
was-
or some
I
shit
thought
like
it was
that.
way fucking late. Well, then that just makes even more sense because they could definitely have known each other. Because Tyrell would have been older than fucking Waylon.
Yeah.
You know what's fucking great though?
Let's get back to why
Villeneuve.
movies are getting dumber.
Well, Savior. Star Wars is dead to me now, pretty much. But Villeneuve is gonna give us Dune.
Yeah, that's true.
And he said
That's scary. That's really scary to think about because that movie's going to tank big time and it's going to be an expensive movie.
It's gonna be
but
really
they want him to
expensive.
do it. They're letting him do
I'm
it.
scared
Have
for
you-
Villeneuve.
I'm scared for Villeneuve too.
I'm not.
Have you seen Alejandro Jodorowsky's Dune? The documentary about Dune? That movie, that documentary
I
is
just wanna see
fucking
some-
amazing.
I just want
I
to see
heard
some
it's
giant
better than-
Shahuluds.
Imagine how he's gonna design that thing.
It's going to be fucking nuts. Some giant graboid
I-
fucking things.
Is that movie really gonna happen though?
Yeah.
Is it really going to happen
He's
though?
literally doing The Sun right now, and then it's fucking Dune. Straight up.
Really?
It's happening.
I don't see it happening. I really don't.
I think
I
this...
don't see them pulling
Well,
blood.
speaking of bad movies, I know you like this one, Robbie. Indiana Jones. I don't think the next one's gonna happen.
There's no way.
Wait.
They keep pushing it back.
Wait, what do you mean? Speaking of bad movies,
You like Crystal Skull?
I like Crystal Skull only because it's not as bad as everybody fucking says.
It's terrible.
It's not though.
Robbie, I was like 14 when I saw that movie, and I knew it was terrible.
But my God, Crystal Skull sucks.
Why does it suck? Besides Mutt.
Everything about it is
The
terrible.
monkeys,
It's
the
not
CG,
Indiana
The monkeys is
Jones.
all
The
part of
action, the acting.
I don't like how the whole movie
Russians.
is fucking
The
yellow.
Russians.
I don't like how the whole movie is yellow.
25 millions.
It's under a yellow tint the way Jurassic World's under a blue one.
Ugh.
I can't stand that.
Yo, Fallen Kingdom's under a green tint. Did you notice that?
No. I
Yeah.
gotta see it again, but I don't want to.
I don't want to watch that movie.
You know what's weird though? I always like pictured the original Jurassic Park being under a yellow tint.
You know what I want to... This is random, but it kind of goes with movies getting dumber. Why the fuck are Oscar movies so fucking boring?
Oscar Beatty movies.
Like, I mean, some of them are good. Like, I, Tonya was a movie that should have fucking won.
Which, the what's her name? The
But, like,
actress that
they're...
plays the mom. She won Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah. But, like, movies that come out in Oscar season are movies you'll never fucking
Wait, Rob,
watch.
you say it again? Allison Janney. She won Best Supporting Actress for that movie. And that's a great
bitch.
That's a great fucking role to win Best Supporting Actress. Because she's not some fucking happy-go-lucky.
That's the thing I want to say though. Is like, can you name the movies that won Best Picture for the last 5 years?
Moonlight.
Other than Moonlight?
Spotlight.
I hated Spotlight.
I loved
was bored
Spotlight.
to death.
Oh,
I
I
really
liked
wanted.
it.
I really wanted to like it because the fucking context of the movie is great. But like, fuck, it
I
was
liked
boring as hell.
I actually really got into it. I didn't get into The Post. Dude, Spielberg is just not the same, man. Spielberg's dad movies to me are really dad movies. Like, I
Did Lincoln win the Best Picture?
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't. Best Picture? It was
Did
probably
it?
nominated. It didn't win.
I
But it was
thought it won.
nominated.
Are you sure?
Spielberg hasn't won Best Picture in
But that's
fucking
the thing.
forever.
That's the thing I'm trying to get at is like Lincoln.
What did win that year?
Lincoln has become a joke because of its runtime. It's like, oh, you did the full Lincoln.
Well, I heard War Horse is one of the most boring movies ever fucking made.
Didn't that win Best Picture or something?
And I think it was probably nominated too. He's like the Streep of getting nominated.
See,
Fucking Streep gets nominated for anything. She can make a movie about being a turd.
yeah,
and she
but
get
you, I
nominated.
mean, you can't. The thing about Spielberg, though, even if he does,
Spielberg.
even if he does a movie like that, it's still good.
I know. No, the Post,
It's still
the Post
good.
wasn't good. It wasn't.
I didn't
the
see The
ending is
Post.
cool. It has a comic book ending to it.
Did he do Terminal?
Yes.
He did Terminal.
I haven't
Terminal's
seen
a
it, but yes,
bad
he did.
movie.
Is it?
It's really bad.
Yeah. He's done bad movies, but even then, they're all watchable. At least the earlier ones. Like,
What do you expect from a guy who's been making movies since the 70s?
it's a good point.
Well, I
You
mean,
can't make winners for fucking
Scors-
40 years.
Scorsese's been fucking doing it
Yeah,
since
he's
70s.
Yeah,
got
but
a better track
Scorsese-
record now.
Scorsese's only got like, what, 7 movies under his belt?
No.
Directed?
No.
How many?
He's got like
Okay, let's do this shit.
Taxi Driver,
Raging Bull,
Raging Bull.
King of Comedy, Goodfellas, The Departed,
Yeah.
Shutter Island.
Oh, you said The Departed.
Yes. Silence, Hugo.
There's more.
There's way more. Hold on.
There's fucking way more.
Cape
Robbie.
Fear.
Not-
Cape Fear. Oh, Cape Fear.
Either way, my point is he hasn't made nearly as many as Spielberg.
No, they're well.
He's pretty up
No.
there.
Yeah, they're
No,
close.
No,
They're
not
close,
even,
bro.
Not even.
Yeah, look it up.
Not
We
even.
gotta look this shit up.
All right.
Jake, you do Spielberg. Robbie, you do Scorsese. In the meantime, I will bring the viewers my sensual voice to get them off in the right time and the right place. I'll bring you the sexy sounds of the 70s.
Films directed by Marty.
Calm the fuck on, phone.
Silence.
Silence. I didn't like it.
Gangs
Steven
in New
Spielberg
York.
has directed.
Gangs in New York.
Steven Spielberg has directed 57 films.
But there's the little projects are in there as well.
He's directed 57 films.
57.
Scorsese 49.
So they're
They're close.
They're close.
And fuck, The Irishman, bro. It's not out yet.
Yeah, I know, but is it ever gonna come out?
It comes out next year. Early, it might even drop.
I feel like we've been talking about that movie since Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. It's
That's
happening.
another one, Wolf of
They
Wall
got the
Street.
budget. It's gonna be on Netflix too, which is a crazy.
You know what's
part.
weird about Scorsese is like I feel like every other movie is a movie that is like almost does the Goodfellas thing.
You know what?
It's like every other movie is like one's like a regular linear storytelling. The next one is like a Goodfellas format.
You know what differentiates Scorsese from Spielberg too, though? It's like Spielberg, when he releases movies, he'll do them in like bursts. They're like, there's 3 movies. And then Scorsese's like, this is a movie I've been working on for fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Scorsese is a weird animal. I feel like, but I don't know, man. I feel like Spielberg came back to form with Ready Player One. Ready Player One felt like a modern day Goonies to me. That's another movie that
Fucking
didn't do
hated
well.
the
Huh?
cast of Ready Player One.
What? Why?
I don't like any of them.
I love Ready Player One.
I love Inside the fucking Oasis. Love that shit. Everything outside of that sucked.
You know what I love about Scorsese's movies? Is his inner dialogue that he portrays on screen.
His dialogue is better than Tarantino's, and fight me, god damn it.
No,
No, I'm saying-
no,
Oh, yeah.
no. Are you kidding?
It's more human. Everybody in Tarantino, it's like, it's porn.
Have you
but
seen-
nobody really
have you seen
talks
Jackie
like
Brown?
that. No, I haven't.
You guys don't even know what
I
I'm
heard
saying.
that's his best fucking movie.
You guys don't even know what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
amazing.
talking about the dialogue in general. I'm talking about like the inner monologues that the main character is saying in their head as
Oh,
the movie's
yeah.
playing through.
Yeah.
Like in Goodfellas when he's talking to himself, he's explaining the scenario that's going on. He does that in all of his fucking movies like that, all of his gangster movies. And I love that shit.
Not The Departed.
Yeah, he does. It's
Oh, in
Departed
the
too.
beginning.
No, throughout the whole movie,
Yeah.
he does it.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's talking. You're talking.
What do you think? What are you talking about then? Maybe I'm confusing.
In The Departed, they have
Like the voiceovers and shit.
yeah. It's in The Departed.
It's in the,
the beginning.
No, in a lot
It's
of
in-
it.
it's throughout.
Throughout. When was the last time you watched The Departed, Rob?
I just
I
watched
just watched
it. I just watched it too. I just watched it at work. I watched Goodfellas and I watched fucking Casino and I watched The Departed.
I think Casino's his most underrated movie.
I like.
You know what's great about fucking Casino is everyone in that movie fucking sucks. There's no good guy.
Everyone's a
Robert
shitty
De Niro's
character.
character is such a bitch. He gets worked over by
Danny DeVito.
no, he gets worked
Oh,
over
I
by
was just
his
about to
fucking
say Danny
wife.
DeVito.
He gets worked over by his wife like the whole fucking movie,
She's such.
and he
a
ends up
cunt
getting fucking blown
in
up
that
for
fucking
it.
Movie. She's a fucking cunt.
Big time. She's giving all of his money to fucking James Woods.
Isn't his name like Lenny or some shit like that in the movie too? It's like some fucking creeper name.
Yeah, fucking James Woods' name.
Yeah. It's like Len or some bullshit.
I love Casino. I love Goodfellas. Robbie doesn't watch Goodfellas. Can you believe that shit?
What?
Goodfellas.
Is it Lester?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Hey, I concede. I rewatched Goodfellas and I do fucking love that movie. I liked Casino more for a long time, and then I rewatched it. I'm like, nah, I really. fucking
Dude,
like Goodfellas.
listen to the
Goodfellas
fucking
is like the
book.
epitome of Scorsese.
Listen to the
Yeah.
book Wise Guys. It's the book version of Goodfellas, and it's amazing. It's so good.
I like Goodfellas more than Godfather Part 1.
Godfather 2 is great, though.
Godfather 2 is better than fucking Godfather.
It is. It's way better.
Too.
You know, because I want to get back to the our movies getting dumber. Is it
Wait,
that?
before we get back to that, can we address the fact that Robert De Niro plays a Jewish man in Casino? That's pretty funny. Because he's super Italian. And he plays an Irish guy in Goodfellas.
Well, I mean, Jews and Italians are pretty much.
Hey! Listen to Family Guy.
I'm Italian, so I can
Italians
say.
are not Jews.
Does play a fucking.
They're almost the
Irish
same
guy.
thing. Almost.
Well, him and Ray Liotta, they're half Irish.
You know a little scene that I fucking love in Goodfellas so much that's like, you just gotta do this kind of shit, but how when they're gonna take the body to bury it or whatever, and the mom is awake, and it's just like, well, we're gonna eat now.
And
that's
he's still knocking around in the trunk?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, I like how they just go sit down and just have a meal and shit, and just like, they're gonna do that, even though they've got this shit to do.
You know what they did in fucking, in The Departed, that was great. That was like kind of a homage to those movies, but like in a funny way. Is when they're fucking blasting the fucking people and they fall into the hole and he's just like, huh, she fell funny.
Oh, yeah.
That scene's so fucking great.
And then he says, Francis, you really should see somebody. You guys are making me true. Departed is my third favorite movie of all time. I don't know the voiceover you're talking about. I remember in the beginning when he does one, but when the fuck else?
It's throughout the whole movie, Robbie.
What? Whose voiceovers?
Both of them.
I can't think of it. I must be immersed where I'm not even thinking of it that way because I cannot think of any moment outside of the only product, or what does he say again? I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment
To be a product of me. Wait, maybe I am confused.
Yeah, dude, there's no other voiceovers outside of that.
It's the way he handled the score in the Departed.
I
Not the score, but the soundtrack.
I love it all.
He'll play Shipping Up to Boston throughout
cut
it. Yeah, just abrupt fucking cuts.
Great. He plays the song like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, get back to why movies suck now.
Why try when it's gonna
Why?
make money anyway?
No.
That's what I always say about remakes.
I feel like when they do remakes, they just pick the wrong movies to remake. But it's like they have zero confidence in making new IP. It's like, well, I mean, and it kind of shows too, but at the same time, if it's not superhero, if it's not based off of anything, it's not going to make money. But at the same time, I feel like that's bullshit.
Quiet Place fucking.
I feel
broke
like
that
if
trend.
they marketed the movie, if like they actually marketed the movie, like the marketing for Fury Road was terrible.
Great trailers though.
The marketing for 24/9 was terrible too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's barely any marketing.
There was
Like,
plenty of
they-
marketing. They just don't show you what it is. They're just like, look how fucking trippy it is.
Yeah, it's like and it's like they like, but it's like whenever it's something that they know is a risk, they market it less. But if it's a Marvel movie, it's like, oh, fucking trailer every day, every 5 fucking seconds.
We want to talk about a franchise that has a trailer every day. Jurassic fucking World.
Yeah,
the
Jesus.
first Jurassic World, they literally had a month span where they released a new TV spot every fucking day. It was
Yeah, I think there's what, like
60 of them.
It was like
30?
a different TV spot. I saw the entire movie before it came out, pretty much.
Yeah.
it's
Except one thing, they
So
didn't show the T-Rex in any of them.
But that's the thing too, is like the movies they market are dumb as fuck. It's like,
Because that's what people are gonna go see.
no, it's what other people in other countries are gonna go see,
That
Robbie.
too.
It's like they've given up on the American market altogether. But when it comes to Oscar season, it's like that's who they market all these movies to.
That's why I appreciate when Oscar movies come out that really do grip me by the fucking balls. The Revenant. And a lot of people think that movie's overrated. I fucking adore that movie.
I think it's overrated, but I do enjoy that movie.
You need to watch it again with a different perspective in mind.
I've seen it 5
Watch that
times,
movie.
Robbie. That's enough of that movie.
It's the Crow.
What?
It's the Crow, pretty much.
The Crow?
Kinda.
What?
He is
Leonardo DiCaprio did not come back from the dead and start playing a fucking electric guitar, Robbie.
That's not what I mean.
I know what you mean, but it's a revenge film. That's what it is. The Crow is a revenge film.
Yes, but there's more to it. There's all these theories I've been reading into about that. I love fan theories, man. Just like that one that I was telling you the other day.
About Mad Max.
Yes.
That is my favorite fan.
Fucking awesome. And
It's my favorite favorite fan theory because
I haven't heard
it's
this
true.
fan theory.
Okay, so the theory basically goes is that Max is one of the horsemen.
Yes, Max. Okay, so all the major Max, and then Max is they're the four horsemen theory. Max is death.
Immortan Joe is pestilence.
The fat guy is the
Gluttony,
or whatever
yeah.
that one is called, and then
Is this only for
the bullet farmer.
Yeah, it's
is-
only for Fury Road.
the bullet farmer is war. And
It's a good theory, but I like the theory of I don't know if you heard this theory though for Fury Road. It's that it's the theory for Fury Road is that it's a retelling of the book of Revelation. And that Max is quote unquote the Jesus character.
sure.
Because there's a lot of him giving his, like, the one thing that they point out is that Jesus gives the blood to Furiosa, who is, because in Revelation, Jesus can basically, fuck you. So, yeah,
Greg, read the Bible to us.
Read me the Bible, Dad.
And God said unto Abraham,
Let
do
there
as
be
thou
light.
wilt. 666. I'm kidding.
Number of the beast.
The number! Okay.
You know what
Too
I think
loud.
is the best part is how, I mean, I understand a little bit of the feminist undertones and like how they love Fury Road, but it's like, yo, dog, at the end of the day, your girls couldn't have done shit without Max.
Pretty much.
Mad Max Fury Road is basically Frozen.
Frozen?
How?
I don't know. I just said it.
Fuck you.
That'll start a fucking trend. People will make it work.
Oh, yeah. There'll be so much fan art on Tumblr, it'll be insane.
What was it? Oh, what was I watching? I watched the movie with Lindsay. She was, it was Wonder Woman. She was like, "This is just Frozen." I was like, "How?" She's like, she explained to me. I was like, "That makes sense." I'm gonna have to ask her to fucking explain to me again
There's not
because
even...
she
What the
she
fuck?
really went into fucking depth about how it worked, and I was like, "That makes sense." I have to ask her again. But my coworker fucking went into Wonder Woman too, and he was like, he basically like shut her down why it's not a feminist movie, and it was hilarious.
I love Wonder Woman. It's
He's
really
like,
great.
he was basically like, she basically did everything she did because of a man, because she loved a man so much that she basically overcome this incredible power that was overcoming her because a man died that she loved.
Yep.
That's the only,
Yeah.
the only reason
She
wanted
wouldn't
the
have gotten
end.
involved if it
because
wasn't
Steve
for
Trevor got
Steve
blown
Trevor.
If he hadn't gotten himself blown up, she would have lost that fight.
I still don't understand how the hell he's in the new one.
I think it's just a flashback or some shit.
No,
No,
it's
he's
modern
not.
day.
It's not a
They showed
flashback.
him
He's
walking
wearing
around-
Nike Cortezes
They
for
showed him like
fuck's
walking
sakes.
around in a mall and shit.
Wait, how? Isn't there only one picture out?
Robbie, he's wearing Nike Cortezes.
Really?
Yes.
Then maybe it's not even him. Maybe it's his grandkid or some shit.
His grandkid
I
looks
don't
exactly
think so.
like
I don't-
him.
I think it's just like some ruse that's like.
I don't know.
something.
It'll be weird. Or what if it's an Oddworld movie?
No.
Oddworld, Abe's Exodus, Abe's Odyssey.
I love that it's called.
Oh, I totally watched that. Speaking of video game movies, Oddworld would be awesome. You
It'd
ever
be
play Oddworld?
ridiculous.
Sounds familiar.
It's about an alien, and he works for this meat packing plant that like makes food for like all these people, and he finds out that they're planning on using his race as a food source.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah, basically. And he basically playing as this character Abe, and he's trying to stop them from killing his race to make food.
It's badass.
It's pretty awesome.
I like it. Now that's a Jesus
And
movie.
and you can like you have these telepathic powers, and you can like possess monsters and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Sick.
I miss Oddworld. They need to make a new fucking Oddworld video game. That'd be awesome. Munch's Odyssey was the first 3D game they made, and it was great.
Munch.
That was like one of the first Xbox games ever, and it was awesome. And the cover looked like a fucking Sprite can. Oh no, it looked like a Mountain Dew can. It was Mountain Dew. Oh, I gotta look that shit up.
Listen to Hootie.
You hears me talking.
There's Mountain Dew.
Which one's doing that? The green one?
No, it's Chirpy Bird.
Chicken Burt!
It's a
Chicken's
Mountain Dew
doing that?
can.
Chicken Burt!
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah, Munch's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that game. Oh, I want to play it so
I
bad.
bet you if you played it today, you'd be like, wow, this game is fucking horrible.
Probably, but I have fond memories of it.
Just like when I went back to play Mario 64, I was like, this game's fucking...
Did I
It's
tell
not
you
bad.
Hey, Mario 64 is awesome. That game is way ahead of its
It's
time.
hard, though.
It's way ahead of its time.
Did I tell you guys my pitch for like the layout that I did for a Nintendo Cinematic Universe?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that could work, man. It could fucking work.
The only thing, though, is, like, I don't want Zelda in a cinematic universe. I want Zelda to be
No,
its
but
own thing.
I don't want it. I don't want them connected the way Marvel is. I want them to be like, where when a Super Smash Brothers movie happens, it's just some crazy sort of event where they just take the characters.
Do you
in.
want the villain to be giant hands?
No, well, no, because one of them would be Subspace, and that would be Taboo. I don't know. I could think of different things for that, but I like the idea too of them coming out in phases and new characters coming into this universe that way. You just start with Mario. You get into fucking...
Would you do Mario live action, though?
No, these are all like...
Animated.
Pixar animated movies.
I honestly think a Zelda movie would work better in 3D animation.
Yeah, me too. But I would love a live action one.
I do
And
want
I'd
a live
like it.
action one, but like it's so hard. They made this Breath of the Wild game with voice actors, and Link doesn't say a fucking word still.
They could do that and
It's
change the game.
So
Progressive, dude. The mute people have somebody to fucking look up to
You
now,
know,
bro.
you know what would be really funny about having Link in a movie?
What?
That was a cartoon fart.
I just imagine Link like just signing everything he's trying to say, and he just makes these little origami figures or something. Like, that's all I can imagine.
Well, you know what? Like, you know what the difficult thing about doing a fucking Zelda movie is too? Is like there's like Japanese, like influence stuff, and like medieval stuff. So like, how
Dude, it
do you
could be our
mix
new
that?
Lord of the Rings.
That's what I've always wanted was like a
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings-esque Zelda movie. But how do you fucking do it?
What movie do you start with? You pitch this shit.
Mario, obviously, you have to start with Mario. If you do a Super
we're talking-
Nintendo,
We're talking about Zelda.
We just did Zelda right
Oh.
now. Like, no, I agree. You start with Mario. I did the whole layout. Look,
Wait, are you asking me what movie I start with Nintendo or what movie I start with Zelda?
Zelda.
Like original story?
Yeah, like what movie would you come out with? Yeah, which story would you do first?
I don't
Ocarina
know
of Time?
because the Zelda timeline is so fucking crazy.
You could fuck with it though.
They could
story
just
would
make
be
an
a good
original
one to
thing.
start with?
you want to hear my pitch for Cowboy Bebop?
Wait, hold on.
Cowboy Bebop trilogy?
Hold on.
Oh, I don't know shit about Cowboy Bebop.
Alright,
think-
fuck you.
I have to.
You need to watch that show,
The
Robbie.
obvious answer is fucking Ocarina of Time because that's the one everyone loves. And it has all the elements for a movie. It's got like things you have to find in your conquest. But there's so many of them that it's like hard to fucking like nail down. I feel like if they made a Zelda movie, there should be like one thing that they have to fucking obtain, which should be the Triforce. It should be Link looking to obtain the full Triforce to gain a wish for some purpose. Because once you obtain the entire Triforce, you can wish for anything you want. It's like the Dragon Balls. So that should be the movie. And he finds out that the Triforce has been split into 3 pieces, which is him, Zelda, and Ganon. And once he finds Zelda, he finds out that they have the Triforce of Wisdom and the Triforce of Courage. And they have to find the Triforce of Power, which is in Ganon, to which they have to defeat him to obtain that piece to restore Hyrule to its former power. That should be the movie.
Now,
I don't think they should have any other elements other than like having like you have to fucking go into dungeons and fight monsters and stuff.
Do you start the lore with a voiceover movie kind of thing?
They should have some sort of like maybe couple minute explanation of the world and how it is, because the casuals won't get it.
Right. Yeah, that was the problem with even Warcraft did that, but they didn't do it enough. Ready Player One did it a little bit too much.
Because there's 3 goddesses that basically created the world that inhabits Hyrule, and they need to explain that. Because they have to have that, because they incorporate themselves into what the entirety of the world is and the Triforce itself. And Zelda is a descendant of the original goddess Hylia, who created everything. She's the god. She's god of the world.
Yeah.
Zelda's basically a recreation of her. That's what they explain in Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword would be a good good movie to base this off of, even though I don't particularly like that game the best. But like the story and the beginning of it is interesting as fuck, because there's no Ganon yet. Ganon doesn't exist. There's this demon called Demise who inherently becomes Ganon. He puts a curse on Link and says, you are going to be recreated throughout the ages. And I'm going to fucking basically stalk you. I'm connected to you. So every time that you get reincarnated, I am a part of you. So when you exist, I will exist with you as this demon who will ruin your life, basically.
That's cool as fuck. And then that's a way to do it, where as in other movies, like, oh, let's bring in the fucking most important bad guy right off the bat. Let's build up to this one.
Yeah.
That's why this idea, I literally based it exactly like copy paste different titles. Literally think of the MCU alignment, but then I moved over titles here from Nintendo to kind of mirror it. And it would be cool. Like you start off Super Mario Brothers movie, and then you go into Donkey Kong, and then you got Super Mario Brothers 2. Then you got Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, maybe. You do Metroid, and then you got the first Super Smash Brothers movie.
The big problem I have with doing Ocarina of Time right off the bat is Ocarina of Time is where the timeline splits into 3 sections. So you have a Zelda timeline, and then you have Ocarina of Time, and then you have 2 different timelines that split, and then one in the center. So you have the adult timeline, the child timeline, and the hero failed timeline, where Link dies fighting Ganon. And then there's the games that follow that one.
What games follow that timeline?
I'm gonna have to look this shit up.
Phase 2. Super Mario Brothers 3, Legend of Zelda 2, Metroid 2, Star Fox, the next Smash Brothers movie, and then Earthbound. And then you do Phase 3, and you got Metroid 3, you do Kirby, you do Star Fox 2, you do Kid Icarus, you do Legend of Zelda 3, and you do like F-Zero.
Here's the Zelda timeline.
This shit would be fucking neat.
The Legend of Zelda and the Goddess of the Hero starts off with the creation of the land and the sky, Skyward Sword. And it goes down to the Minish Cap, which is a sequel to that game, and then Four Swords, and then Ocarina of Time, which splits the timeline into 3 separate timelines. There's one where the hero is defeated, which goes to A Link to the Past, Oracles of Ages, and Oracles of Seasons, and then Link's Awakening, A Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes, Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda, and The Adventures of Link, Zelda 2.
Fuck that timeline.
And then the Hero's Triumphant timeline. The Sacred Realm Remains Protected, Majora's Mask.
There you go.
Then Twilight Princess, and then Four Swords Adventures. And then there's the adult timeline of the Hero's Triumphant, which is the split timeline between Ocarina of Time, because there's the point where he goes back to being a child and the point where he stays an adult. The adult timeline goes to the Wind Waker, and then Phantom Hourglass, and then Spirit Tracks. And then somewhere, no one knows where the Breath of the Wild takes place.
What about Twilight Princess?
Twilight Princess takes place in the child timeline. The child timeline goes, okay, so all in a straight order, it goes Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time, Child Timeline Split, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Four Swords Adventures. That's the darkest of the timelines right there. Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess are by far the darkest games in the timeline.
What is the story of Twilight Princess? Why does he turn into a werewolf?
So the Twilight is this other dimension where light ceases to exist, and he enters the Twilight and becomes a werewolf, or he becomes a wolf because that's his Twilight form. It's basically like his spirit animal. So he becomes that when he's in the Twilight Realm.
Who's the Twilight Princess?
Midna.
Zelda's not featured in this game.
She is.
Oh.
Twilight Princess is almost like a remake of Ocarina of Time, but darker and more scary. Twilight Princess is actually it's like an amalgamation of Ocarina of Time and A Link to the Past. Because in A Link to the Past, there's A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds, which are basically sequels to each other. And there's Hyrule. In A Link to the Past, there's Hyrule, and there's Dark Hyrule. And in A Link Between Worlds, there's Hyrule and Low Rule, which is the Shadow Realm version of Hyrule, which is an opposite spectrum version. And the Triforce is upside down, and everything's purple and black. There's always
this is complicated. You know what's cool about that? You don't see a fucking Lord of the Rings movie that's
exactly
got timeline problems.
That's exactly why I should never ever fucking make a Zelda movie.
That's the interesting thing about Zelda,
that
though,
would
is
make
because
it fucking neat,
Ocarina of
man.
Time basically ruins the timeline. It basically makes all these games not make sense in a proper timeline, so they're all split. And then there's Breath of the Wild, which is basically everything's just fucking mashed together and fucking broken. They have literal shot-for-shot points in the game, which are from specific other games that take place in different timelines. So it's this game takes place where all the timelines kind of fucking mashed together.
Does it say anything about that too? Does it explain
No.
it? Ooh.
That's the fucking cool part.
People are saying now that Breath of the Wild has taken the spot as the best Zelda game and possibly the best game ever made.
It's fucking
holy
great.
shit. That's something fucking.
Wait, are we recording still?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just went into a fucking rant.
How do you top that?
That was an
how do they make
hour-long
a
Zelda rant right there.
Can there be a sequel to Breath of the Wild?
They're working on it right now. They're always working on a Zelda game because they print cash.
I'm kind of pissed though. I love Zelda, like, I love the lore. I'm not the biggest player of the games. Star Fox is my shit, but I heard they really fucked up the last game.
Star Fox hasn't been good since Star Fox first came out.
No. Wait, what do you mean? Like,
There's only
Super Nintendo
really
Star
one.
Fox?
There's no Super Nintendo Star Fox.
Yeah, there is.
No, there
That's where it
isn't.
started.
No,
Yeah.
Star Fox 64.
Star Fox 64 is a remake of the Super Nintendo.
No.
Check it out. Skyward Sword takes place at the beginning of the timeline.
Yeah.
Say you were going in a totally linear timeline. There's no split.
Okay.
Skyward Sword takes place at the beginning. Breath of the Wild is at the very fucking end, like way in the future.
How's Link alive?
Link gets recreated throughout time.
So he's like
He's a
Jesus.
reincarnation of himself every video game.
Interesting.
The
So
top
you get a
one,
different
Skyward
actor
Sword.
playing.
This is Skyward Sword. That's Breath of the Wild. That's in both games. So in Breath of the Wild, there's ruins of Skyward Sword.
What the fuck? That's a trip.
It's fucking cool.
What the fuck? That's a trip.
And there's ruins of Lon Lon Ranch from Ocarina of Time. Like everything's perfectly proportioned. They have like in Ocarina of Time. There's like this tower where they keep all the hay and stuff. And like they have like the track where they keep all the horses and stuff.
Did you teach him that?
Yeah.
All right, guys. You want to call it?
I didn't know you did that.
Do you have any other topics you want to speak of?
No. I'm tired.
Sleepy.
Fucking super sleepy.
Sleepy guy.
Still have to get up for work tomorrow, too.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
What time?
Thursday. I thought
Yeah.
it was Friday.
What time you gotta be up?
Like 8.
You have to be up at 8.
Yeah.
You can plenty of sleep.
Fuck off. And my girlfriend's probably gonna murder me when I get home.
Was she mad?
I can't tell.
She called 3 times.
Drake's basically married over here.
Man, it happens. Alright.
Bird just sneezed.
This has been a Real Gents podcast.
Yes,
Drake's gonna try to upload this. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think you just have to submit it to iTunes.
My farts are so hot.
So hot right now.
Hansel.
Hot farts.
It's hot in here.
It is very hot.
It got real
Probably why
hot.
I'm so sleepy. Turn the fucking AC on.
I'll turn the AC on, but you have to stay.
Alright.
We gotta talk about some more things.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Dude, a Zelda movie could be a game changer.
It could, if they do it right.
Dude, but a lot of that could be like even the Star Fox movies would be the Guardians of the Galaxy movies of the fucking cinematic universe.
Because they're all fucking animals.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's crazy? You heard about that?